Hey guys, One Take ASMR here. Today we continue our research and travels around the galaxies and our infinitely expanding space. Hop on the spaceship and let's travel to our solar system's biggest celebrity. He shines bright and is 5 billion years old. His name is the Sun. The Sun isn't just a giant fireball in the sky that shines through your window and wakes you up every morning. This giant space heater has been shining for billions of years and is the thing keeping us from freezing over. It also has very important jobs like helping plants grow, feeding us vitamin D, and shining bright so you can style your favorite sunglasses. This giant ball of gas with its golden glow is responsible for keeping our solar system running smoothly. Even though we see it every day and it may seem ordinary, the Sun is actually an amazing and fascinating character in our universe. Today we'll go over some facts and learn a couple of new things about this cosmic celebrity. So let's get right into the facts, starting with the first one. Light takes 8 minutes to travel from the Sun to Earth. Earth is also about 93 million miles away. The hottest part of the Sun is the core, with temperatures of 15 million Celsius or 27 million Fahrenheit. The surface of the Sun is called the photosphere, and that measures about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The Sun is 109 times wider than the Earth, and it could fit about 1,000,000 Earths inside. The Sun takes 225 to 250 million years to orbit the Milky Way being our galaxy. That means that if tomorrow the Sun were to turn off, it were to die off tomorrow or cease to exist, it would take us 8 minutes to realize that. 8 minutes for it to go dark. Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system, is 10 times smaller than the Sun. And the Sun rotates at different speeds. The equator takes 25 Earth days, while the poles take 36 Earth days to rotate. The primary composition of the Sun is hydrogen, which makes up about 75%, and helium, which is about 24%. The remaining 1% consists of oxygen, carbon, neon, and iron. The Sun produces 386 billion megawatts of energy every second. It radiates more energy in that second than humanity has used throughout history, which is incredible because if we could find some way to harvest all that energy, imagine 1 second of the Sun's energy, the energy it radiates, is more than we've ever used in our history. That energy stored, if we were able to store it, could last us forever. So, fact number 10 is the Sun is in its main sequence phase of its life cycle. In about another 5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant. As the Sun ages, it will increase its brightness, getting 10 times brighter in the next billion years. And so, how the Sun will turn into a red giant is the Sun currently fuses hydrogen into helium in its core. Eventually, the hydrogen depletes and fusion slows down. Gravity then causes the core to contract. After the core contracts and it heats up, the extra heat then causes the Sun's outer layer to expand hundreds of times its size. As the Sun expands and its outer layer spreads out, its surface cools down, giving it its reddish color. Strong stellar winds will cause the sun to lose a lot of its mass. Once the core of the sun is hot enough, the sun will ignite helium fusion, turning helium into carbon and oxygen. This in return causes the sun to shrink and stabilize. In the end, the sun will shed its outer layers, forming a glowing shell of gas called a planetary nebula. The core that remains will become a white dwarf. This will be a dense stellar ember the size of the Earth. How the red giant affects Earth is when the sun becomes a red giant, it will grow 100 to 200 times its current size. So that is massive. When this happens, it will engulf Mercury and Venus. It might even engulf or vaporize our Earth. Even if it doesn't cease to exist, even if Earth doesn't cease to exist, it will be completely uninhabitable long before the red giant expands to that size. As mentioned before, in the next billion years, when the sun brightens, the Earth's temperatures will rise, which in turn also causes oceans to begin to evaporate. Deserts will expand as rain becomes more rare or even stops altogether. So the temperature of the Earth will also increase, causing mass extinctions and other tough battles for whoever survives. With the increase of temperatures, life in the ocean will be affected heavily. With no rain, you're looking at really hot summers and a war for water. So whoever survives, whenever the sun turns into a red giant, you'll have the oceans. The oceans are very sensitive to weather changes, so they'll cause a lot of fish to go extinct. With water vaporizing, it'll make it harder to have water, consumable water at that. So yeah, there'll definitely be a lot of challenges in the future. We still have, another billion years before that starts to happen. So hopefully by then we'll have some kind of situation going where we are prepared for that. I don't think I'll be here in a billion years. I hope I am. That would be pretty cool. But you never know. So yeah, for now, it's not something I have to worry about, but I'm pretty sure it's something that needs to be worked on. With space, you never know. Space is unpredictable. There's so many things that could go wrong at any moment. There's a lot of things that we still don't understand about space. So yeah, I think a billion years from now, we might have a solution to that problem. Maybe by then we'll already be conquering other planets, and we'll find means of transportation that are faster than space travel today. Maybe we find a way to travel at the speed of light, and yeah, that would be great, but only time can tell. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out to watch this video. My next video will be on not just the effect of a red giant on Earth, but the effect of the red giant on the rest of the universe, being Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all these other planets that will still be here after the sun has turned into a red giant. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to see this video. So if you guys don't mind, it would mean the world to me for you guys to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. I know I've been gone for a while, so I do apologize on that. I've been very busy with life, but I wish you guys the best, and I hope to see you guys next week. So thank you guys for coming out to see this video one more time, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.